Do you lovely folks think that Brenda, aka Annie, wants the life that Amani lives? Now, as you can see by this post that's been presented to us on Reddit, someone says she don't want you, she wants your life, boo. So I ask you guys a question straight away before the video even begins. Do you think Amani wants the life of Amani? Or do you think that she's just trying to do everything correctly? Which is something that we're about to get into right here, right now. So as you can see, this person added in a little bit of description to why they've started this conversation. And it begins by saying she doesn't want to marry her because she wants her life. I mean, we all see this, right? I mean, I have to fill in a character limit here, but you all get what I'm saying, right? Question mark. She slept with the dude without telling her. She keeps saying how crazy Amani is. All of that. Now, before I get into the comment section and see people's reactions, I will say this. If we go back to pretty much the second episode, I believe, or the first episode that they met, what happened? Brenda, I'm just going to call her Brenda because Amani gets confusing. So Brenda wasted no time doing what? She wasted no time sleeping with Matt. Now, of course, in that situation, both Matt and Brenda did try to communicate with Amani, hey, why don't you come and we all sleep together? But Amani was too tired, so therefore her and Matt decided to have a little bit of fun. So in that moment in time, what happened? She allowed Matt to obviously, experience Brenda's express train, shall I say. Okay, respectfully. Now, of course, you can then think about it there. Why would she be happy to sleep with him, given the fact that, Amani was unable to be there, or without even having a conversation if it's okay? Well, you would think it's because she's trying to show him that, hey, this could be your life with just me. Maybe I'm better than what you have, and maybe you don't need what you already have. That could be one of it. But here's the thing, though. Once they slept together, she then wasted no time by telling Amani the next day or the next following days that, hey, just so you know, we slept together. Now, here's the thing. Why did she do that? Let's break it down. There's different reasons here. One reason could be, well, she was just being genuine, because in a relationship, any relationship that we have in this world, what is the one key thing that we need the most? That is communication. And communication isn't something that you do when you feel like it. It's something that you do at any means necessary. Communication has to be at 110% at all times. Even if you're going to offend that person, trigger them, whatever, you have to communicate what you have to communicate. A lot of the time, people live a life where they communicate only a certain percentage that is not 100 or more percent, which is why people end up having issues and ripple effects and all that kind of stuff. So there's a chance that she was just being genuine and she was just saying, hey, just so you know, we slept together. I hope that was cool. So therefore she could know, obviously, what the boundaries are. Or at the same time, maybe the other one is she wanted to purpose it to Amani because she wanted to see what the reaction was going to be. So therefore she knew where she stood and she knew what she was working with. Okay? All right? Or she was saying it because she wanted to see if she could potentially create a problem between the couple. So therefore, if they're ready to start cracking, that means it's easy for her to come in, swoop in, and take him away from her. So these are the three options that I was able to think of. If you have guys have any other alternatives, please let me know in the comments. But based on the three, let's go with the safest one. Let's go with the fact that she was just communicating, because that's what you're supposed to do to make a relationship work. Well, here's the thing. She still would have learned things from that. And what she would have learned from that conversation of communicating genuinely would have been that, hey, this woman does not like it if we do things without her permission, does not like it if we do things with her without her knowing, and okay, this is the life that I may be able to walk into. So at that moment in time, she's going to know how to potentially navigate moving forward. But we know that Brenda isn't somebody that has been great with communication, because she kept her name a secret from them for a very long time, as well as also keeping their relationship a secret from her family. So it could easily be one of the other two things. That's something that we'll never know. But nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts on that one. But now we move in to the comment section and see exactly what people say. So the first person came in by saying, a gentle reminder to everyone that they have kids. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But here's the thing, though, you see. With Brenda now, what's the one thing that she's been unable to sustain in her life? By the information that we've been given, she's been unable to sustain a man that sticks in her life, a man to be there to look after her kids. I mean, don't get me wrong, she has men who come in and out who give her money for herself and her kids, but they're not actually there to be in a relationship with her. So you never know. Maybe she wants a man to step in and come in and actually be there full time for her kids. You never know. But anyway, we move on here where it says the plan is to take this stripper from TJ, whose real name they just learned to be their kid's new second mum. Mind-boggling. Maybe Amni should suggest that she marries the aunt. I've heard that's a good loophole. I mean, listen, to be honest, regardless of who Brenda marries, there's always still going to be an issue with the fact that Brenda did not pick Amni. That doesn't change. Because Amni wanted the power. And to be fair, Brenda wasn't wrong in the episode, you know. She said that she picked Matt because we need the man to be the man of the house, the one to protect us. Which is why I said what I said regarding the fact that maybe she wants a man to come in and obviously be that protector for herself and her children. Okay, but either way, that's what she said. And even those reasons in particular was not good enough for Amani, but those reasons were very good because the reality is that she did not want Amani to walk away from this situation thinking that she's now the legit boss. Because if she had picked to marry her, then that means that any time in their relationship when things didn't work out, Amani could be like, "Well, I'm the one that married you. I'm the boss around here." Okay, and that's something that she does not expect from Matt because Matt has always been the more level-grounded one. He's been the more peaceful one. He has been the one that has been more logical. Meanwhile, Amani's reactions have always been fueled with fire. Something that is not healthy in any shape or way, any shape or form. And that's why Brenda did say that she worried that if she had picked Amani, then what if one day she has one of her meltdowns and then she kicks her and her kids out on the streets, which would not be a good look or a good thing for her in any shape or form. So therefore, picking to marry someone who's less likely to do that was a very, very smart choice. Okay, based on that reason alone, despite the fact that she may want to marry Matt Pugh because on this thread here, she wants the life. You never know. But also on top of that, it says here that, girl, let this stripper from TJ take her man. I can see Annie, aka Brenda, calling the cops on her. You see this paper? It say I his wife, you nothing. Brenda played her like a fiddle. And you know what though? It's a very good point. That's a very good point. It gives her power. And this person goes, haha, oh my god. Oh my god, haha, I just read this in her voice. Thanks for making me laugh. That was great. I mean, to be fair, it made me laugh too. And it's a very good point. You never know though. And this is something that I guess Amani may need to be afraid of, to be honest with you. If this marriage happens that way, Amani needs to be aware of this. And this is why realistically them two getting divorced or bring someone in is always going to be a sticky situation. Now, for anyone who does watch Seeking Sister Wife, I tell you what now, we do know that when it came to Daniel and Garrick, they actually got a divorce, so therefore Garrick can go and marry Roberta. Things didn't work out. I'm pretty sure they'll be back for another season, but they're going to look to secure another person. But it would be quite interesting to see if Garrick finally does marry someone and then that person that says literally this, who's this woman Danielle? We don't know who she is. She's here all the time just doing crazy things. Yeah, they're kids, but she's always used them against him. Oh my god. I can already see that storyline right now. That storyline would pop off. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a nice thing, but I'm here for the entertainment, I'm not gonna lie to you. Nonetheless though, it says here they're plotting to commit immigration fraud on TV. Nothing about this is serious and well thought out. And that is something that definitely crossed my mind, but at the same time though, this isn't the first show and this isn't the first couple that's blatantly come out and, you know, shown their ways. Like I said, if you watch Seeking Sister Wife, Garrick and flipping Daniel talk about all the bloody time. So it's nothing really new, to be honest with you, you know, to come out of TLC itself in particular. Okay, so there is that too. Well, now, with that being said, though, I definitely want to see, and I definitely want to see in the comment section here what you guys have got to say, your thoughts. Okay, obviously your reactions obviously matter. So let me know what you're thinking down below in the comment section, and we can most certainly talk about it. But as it stands right now, me myself, well, I want to see what you guys got to say, and then after that, I'll let you guys know what I think. But nonetheless, though, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.